Good evening, our political fans from around the world. It's another Nigerian political show, and we're going to be discussing the standoff between Omoyele Sowore, the activist, and the IG of police, Kayode Egbetokun. And to discuss that with me is Saeed and Mustafa. You guys are welcome.
Okay, thank you guys. So give us some more details because I'm in America. I'm still dealing with Trump, so I don't have time to listen. But apparently, Egbetokun, either he's 60 or he's done his 35 years, and he lobbied the legislatures and the police to change retirement so that he can stay longer. Can you give
Yeah.
us more details on this, Falabi? Yeah.
Yeah, I think basically there's a suspicion that he wants to remain in that position until the next round of elections so that he can be used as a tool by the president, for his own selfish means. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
but Falabi, you can just make it quick. Money, he must stay. Money.
so he got he
I'm just
got
joking. I'm just
the
joking. Go ahead. Yeah,
he got the
yeah.
House of Assembly somehow to manipulate or circumvent whatever it was, because 60 years is what you're allowed to do, or 35 years in service, whichever comes first. And
So
that
which one is
elapsed.
he? I
I
think
think he's
he's over
60
60.
already, and
So he
that
hasn't
elapsed
done it yet.
September last year. So somehow they find a way of doing mago and getting him back for another
Money.
4-year term. Yeah. So
And my
basically,
question is, why do they need
yeah.
him to stay there? What are they trying? What is their agenda? What's their
The
agenda?
agenda people suspect is that Tinubu would need him for re-election in 2027. They will need him and his police mercenaries for re-election in 2027.
It sounds like fascism. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So
As an enforcer.
that's
Enforcer.
why people are suspicious. You know how complicit policemen are during election
Yeah.
cycles.
And do they change the law now? How do they change the law? Is it either or? So if you're 60 but you haven't done 35 years, you can stay. Is that what they did? Or
No,
if you're
I think
35,
I think they basically said that because
extension.
he was appointed sometime in when Tinubu became president, that law doesn't hold, that he would run his term and stuff. They just
No, this is
they
the law.
manipulated it to favor him.
It's the law. It's just like saying now that Tinubu is coming in, murder is not illegal. No, it's the
Exactly.
law. They're playing with words. Uh,
Sure,
so they
sure.
so they gave him an extension. They didn't change the
Yes, there's
law.
an extension, a 4-year extension, basically.
Ah, man, you know what these guys are showing? I'm not complaining about extension because sometimes,
It's
for example,
impunity.
let's say there's a hoodlums in Lagos and everything is out of control. Sometimes you may want to keep somebody there and give them an extension. But this is an abuse of the law, and it goes back to what I say. Nigeria is a lawless country. What do you think, Saeed? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm being
I
funny.
quite
Before I go to
agree.
Saeed, the fact that they're changing the law for him shows that it's lawless because it means you can change the law just to help you when you need money or when you need whatever. Continue, Saeed. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I quite agree with what everyone has said. So, the issue here is the current law that they amended, the current Police Act law that they amended, is conflicting with another existing law of the Civil Service Act law that says 60, if you're working for a federal government or federal government arm, when you are 60, you have to retire. That law is still there. And that law, from what Sowore is saying that law supersede the one that they just amended. You understand?
Yeah.
So now I think what she's trying to do is to try to take it to the law and see which one will stand. So I think
He's
maybe
testing
that's
the
why
law.
Sowore is calling the police IG illegal IGP. So I think it's gonna be a long discussion and
Yeah.
argument, and
I'm not sure.
let's
I wish I wish Kunle Williams
I
was
can
there
hear
because
you,
he's a
please.
lawyer. I don't know if it's illegal, but to me, it's a sign of corruption and power hunger. I don't know if
No,
it's technically.
of course, definitely. Of course, everybody knew that. That how come when it's time, when it's your turn, is this same thing happened. I think during Buhari period when one IGP super age is beyond that 60 years. The Attorney General then had to write the president and say, hey, this guy has to
Yeah.
go. And they did amend the law. How come it is during your own time that they amended it? So the law
Yeah.
is amended from what
Yeah.
the police is saying.
And,
And
and what I'm worried about, I don't mind if he stays longer, but we have to ask himself, why do you want to stay longer? What's your what is it? Why don't you want to retire?
Exactly,
Why
exactly.
don't you want to
Why
retire?
are they
Why are you
changing
staying?
the law
He wants
now?
to hold on to power.
So
I
now
think
they are now saying that, yeah, no, even if he's above 60, he has to finish. He has a 4-year mandate, and he has to finish. I don't understand. So
story.
right now,
So
what they are saying, only the president can remove him.
and then you know what will happen when I think they extended it to 2028 or 2027. What year did they extend it?
Yeah, 2027. Yeah.
When
2027.
2027 comes, he'll say, please, Edge 2030, please 3 more years. And then 2030 will come. He'll be like, in fact, don't fire me until I die. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? What do you think, Afolabi?
I think this sets a very bad precedence in the
Yeah.
sense that in the future, it could influence other security agencies. Future amendments could be used selectively to favor certain officials, which is very wrong. And then what
Yeah.
Sowore was saying is that allow the rank and file of the police to progress vertically. If
Yeah,
you're,
because you're keeping people down. And then if you
yeah,
don't let
people
them
can be
progress,
promoted. People need to be promoted. So you need
and
to
if you
look
don't promote them,
options.
there'll be more corruption at the lower levels.
Exactly. So it sets a very bad precedence, and sometime in the future, they will revisit this and they will see that it was a very bad decision. This is selective justice. I don't think it's
But
good at
there's so many different things. When you look at Nigeria, you look at the elections, there were improprieties in the elections, as Obi said. Then you look at guys like so which one? Fubara is the one in Senate. Which one is the governor? So which one is Wike is the governor, right? Yeah.
No, Wike is the one in the
No,
Federal
we get
Yeah.
the
Capital
Wike
pastor.
Territory.
has too much power. Then you
Yeah.
have
Ubara is the
uh
governor of Rivers State.
then you have the government reneging with Dangote with his oil refinery.
You
So
know,
it just seems like
the
there's
funny thing is, the funny thing is, they arrested Sowore concerning the video clip that he
yeah, now they
posted
arrest him.
why he was accusing some policemen that why are they doing
Of
roadblocks, that they
extortion.
are using
He
it to
was
extort.
accusing them of
Yes, for
extortion.
extortion. And afterwards, now they are not even charging him for what they actually invited him for. Now they are now charging him for cybercrime because they know that they can't charge him for that.
Okay,
So
because so
they
hold
are
on.
not
So
charging.
so he called
So
out.
it is just pure from the onset. It's just pure abuse of
So
power from
Saeed,
the
let me
onset.
get back into track. So he complained about the police chief extending his time. Then they charged him for something else. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Exactly.
no, no. That now came after. That came after. Initially, they invited him to come to their office
To talk
because
about
of the
what?
video that went viral.
No,
So that was
What was the video? What did
where
the
he
video
was
say?
accusing
What did the
police
video
were
say? What did he say?
he
extorting
was,
police were extorting money in the video. So he posted it to
yeah,
expose corruption. So he was invited.
yes, to expose
And then he
corruption.
now
Okay, so
called
Yeah.
the IG
Falabi,
himself.
sorry. Was the video? Was it him complaining about the extension of the term
No,
tenure?
the video,
Yeah.
the video
No,
was
no.
exposing police officers extorting money. Basically, that's
Okay.
what the video was
So, and
about.
what are they charging him
Roadblocks.
for? What are they charging him for? Yeah.
So now they are not even charging. That is why they invited him in the initial stage. Now when he
Mhm.
now got there, they now change it to a cyber crime or all these cyber this thing that they are not claiming now that cyber bullying, that he is calling
Cyberbullying.
the IG
Yeah.
of
Actually,
police
they call this
in
cyber
Lagos.
stalking. Cyber
Yeah,
stalking.
cyber stalking. You
No,
can
no, but
imagine that.
this is similar to what they did to Faro Timi when he now
Yeah,
talked bad about someone. So
Exactly. That's why I said
it's
it is
basically the same thing. It's basically the same
another way
thing.
of saying abuse of
also
power. So they are abusing the
also
power.
Said, on your show, Beer Parlor, you talk about politicians, they will soon charge you for bullying. I'm serious.
So
But
For
don't
I
cyber
worry.
think
stalking, you are cyber
I
stalking
won't
them.
be, I won't be surprised when I get
I won't say
when
any
I
names.
get
I
enough
won't
views
say
on
any
some of
names.
the topics. I know they are going to
I
be
won't say
putting
any
eyes
names.
on me. But
But some of them are CIA assets.
so
I'm just
Yeah.
joking.
now now that they have taken him to court, they are now saying initially they are saying he should police is asking him for administrative bail, like requesting him to bring a level 12 or level, say is it
Level
level
17.
17
Level 17.
servant.
Yeah.
So come and bail him and 100 million naira. So
And
the whole thing, they are
they've
just
asked for his passport as well.
there, yeah. You can't enforce what has it done to require you. So he's not saying how could you be asking me to provide someone with 100 a civil servant level 17 with that is 100 million naira. As in, that means you are telling me to look for a corrupt civil servant. That is another angle of saying that initially the system is corrupt and broken. So I think you
Can I
just
say
wanted to
something?
test the law of
This
which
is a
you
real
don't know.
question. Here's a real question for you guys. Why don't they just do like what happened to Delegiwa? Instead of charging people, why don't these people just die in car accident and stuff? Why is the government charging them? Why don't they just kill them and make it look like accident? Guys, like
Like it's more like
I think it's the
there is
military.
no ways of saying it that it's just still
it's because too many
abuse
eyes
of
on them.
power.
What do you think? You see what I'm saying? Follow me. Why do you think? What I'm saying is that it's even good that they call fire to me to a police station and this and that. Why don't they do like the Uber guy, the Senate? I will just make you disappear. So is it that they're afraid to get rid of these guys because they have so many supporters? So they're
The thing
finding
is,
other ways to
if
why
they want to,
what do you think?
if they actually have issues with what he said or something, they can just sue him to court, and you guys should be not arrest
So,
then investigating later after arrest. This thing has been becoming a norm for all these our
yeah,
Nigerian
I guess
police
I'm being cynical.
and
There's
Nigerian
no way the
government.
law can
They
charge these
arrest
guys.
you first, then they now say they are
Yeah.
investigating.
Yeah. What do you think, Afolabi? I think that they should just make these guys disappear. Everybody who talks bad about politicians, rather than waste their time charging. I'm being cynical, but what do you think,
Yeah,
Afolabi?
I understand what you're saying, Mustafa. I think that's more of a military tactic. I think if they
Yeah.
try that kind of route, it will be obvious. It will be blatantly obvious that they're impugned
Yeah, because
and
those
that
guys
they're
are powerful.
coerced because they're
Guys
powerful.
like this,
Yes,
like they're if something happens to Faro to me, the whole world would talk. And then
yes,
these guys will, so what they're doing is they're frustrating these guys by taking them to court, arresting them. And also before it's over, just like the labor leader, the police told him to come, the labor union, they'll threaten them, torture them, and say, "It- now this is your first warning." They're trying to scare him. That's what I think. What do you think of Falabi?
of course, they're bullying him. And you can see
Yeah.
the Dele Rotimi issue because of pressure from the people. Now the charges have been dropped. So I don't think they will try that kind of thing. If they do it, it will throw the country into mayhem.
But
People
these
will
are the first signs of
people
danger
will
in
revolt.
Nigeria, where Nigeria is becoming like fascist countries like Nazi Germany, in which you
Yeah.
can't even speak. You can't
Exactly, you
speak
are
your mind about
becoming
your
one.
politics. And here's
Are
my
clear
thing.
now.
Falabi, let me tell you the truth. If I become president of Nigeria and somebody talks bad about me, the reason I won't attack them is because once you become president or you become a public figure, you open yourself to scrutiny and you open yourself to scrutiny and to abuse. Look at Trump. He didn't kill anybody. Many people talk
Okay.
bad about him. That's
Of,
part of the problem about being a leader
of course.
or a
Of
popular
course.
person. When you become
Of
popular,
course.
you're a public figure, and people can say they can. You can't say it's slander. Like if I'm the president and someone says I'm corrupt, I can't say slander. I'll just say it's not true. Prove it.
Of course.
Because when you reach that level, people will challenge you and they will say
Of
things
course. They
about you
have
that
to
may be
hold you
true or false.
accountable. Of
Yeah.
course.
What do you think, Saeed? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So I think now the issue now is why can't they just sue him in the initial that okay, like they should just do things the right way, bullying. See anybody that is talking against the government now, they'll just go after you, arrest you, then start investigation later. I mean, we should stop
Yeah.
these ways of doing
So
this thing.
Saeed,
That is
see,
why
Saeed,
people are
see, Saeed,
saying.
you believe in justice. I think the answer is that these guys are tyrants. They're narcissists. They're
Yeah, they
dictators.
are. They are. They
They
are.
don't want to
They
be
are just
challenged.
using
They don't want to be
democracy,
challenged.
democracy this,
There's no
democracy that to
democracy in
cover it up.
Nigeria now. No democracy. Okay,
Everybody
this
is
has
saying
been
it now that this present government is turning into a tyranny government, and
Yes,
it's very
it's
tyrannical.
tyrannical.
getting
Yeah.
clear now.
And the next level will be violence that they will start doing to keep their power. Thank you guys
Because
very much.
because at the moment, it is not just Sowore that the government is holding now. There is I think like two northerners now that is in a custody. I think one is Madi Shehu and another one that works with NHIS. I think the former one of the former boss there or something. They
We'll
are
discuss
accusing
that.
him now of corruption that they are accusing him in 2017. You guys didn't jail him. Now, all of a sudden, because the guy is a critic of this government now, they now open this file again. You understand what's going on? So everybody knows that you talk about if you are not in line, they look for something to grab you on. So
Yeah.
now they just want to shut every critic up in Nigeria right now.
And that's why we have our show, and we're begging everybody to watch. our show, but we're not only begging you to watch our show, we're begging you to create your own shows, put your voices out there, and let's speak out
Yeah,
against.
exactly.
Let's speak
Everybody
out
needs
against
to
the
speak
government.
up. So it's not about
Let's speak out
everybody
because
needs
that's
to,
the only way
because
it
what
can
is
change.
going on now is sad. What's going on in
We have to
Nigeria right
keep
now
speaking
is
out, and
sad.
we're proud to be Nigerian because we're smart and everything. But it's time for us to become critical and time for us to become activists and become revolutionary. Falabi, give us your last thoughts and take us out. Yeah. Thank you very much, Saeed. Saeed came up with the idea for today's show. We also want you asked you to look on our site and watch his show, Beer Parlor Gist. I almost forgot it because I'm also drinking beer. But you know what they say, wherever there's beer, there's truth. His show is very good. So I want to thank Saeed and to thank you to Afalabi. Afalabi, your last thoughts, then take us out. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I feel we should stop using cybercrime laws to silence government critics. Like you rightly mentioned, Mustafa, people in public offices are accountable. There should be there should be freedom of speech by just anybody, and laws should not be used to silence critics. And it's on this note that we round up a very wonderful show. We have been discussing Sowore versus the IG of police. With me and from me, Mustafa and Said. We'll see you next time.
Okay, good job. This one will be cut off. So who won? Who won the evening game, guys? Who won?
There wasn't a big game today, but there was a 7-0 drubbing
Not Nottingham Forest.
of
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest. That was the story of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so we've done 3 shows this month now, right? 3
Yes,
shows. Yeah.
3 shows. And then Liverpool also beat Bournemouth away. A very difficult game. People have been
Yeah,
losing,
but they're getting their points. Yeah. All
getting
right.
their points. So
Okay, so you guys, thank you. So, Sai, I'll see you guys during the week.
That shows how serious Liverpool is this season. For them to
No,
win that
you know what
Bournemouth
they're
game,
doing? They're just doing their job. They're
they're
working.
very,
It's
very
not
serious
glamorous.
about
It's
winning
not
the title.
glamorous.
they're just
But tomorrow is the big game, oh. Tomorrow
yes,
is the big
Arsenal,
game.
Man City.
Let's go see. Okay, let me sorry. Saeed is here, so I won't say let's go see.
Definitely, we're gonna. Anyway, you know,
No, that game can
Arsenal.
go anyway. It can.
For like
My
2
prediction.
seasons now, we
My
always find a
prediction
way
is
of.
it's going to be 0-0. That's my prediction. 0-0.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a
It
draw.
might end up being a draw. Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Very good work. So we'll talk later. Okay.
All right.